Hi guys, it is Elisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me. I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. It is Friday, and that means we have another Diamond Art Club new release roundup. These images I will be talking about today will be releasing tomorrow, which is Saturday, October 19th, 2024. There's a couple of the images up on the screen here. We have, I think, 8 images to go through, so let's get started. First up, we have this beautiful fox. The first thing I noticed was the beautiful reds and oranges in, I guess not reds, oranges in the fox's hair are absolutely beautiful. So here is that original artwork, and this one is titled Winter Fox by Claudia McKinney. This week, I do know who is going to be sneak peeking the images, so the sneak peeker for this one is going to be Diamond Paint with Caitlin. I am going to link the sneak peekers in the video description. I'm going to link their channels because I'm not sure if their sneak peek is going to arrive in time. So just to save some time for me, I'm going to link their channels so you can go there and find them once they are up. This painting is going to measure 28 by 20 inches or 70.7 by 50.3 centimeters. That's a great size on the smaller side. It is going to have square diamonds with 42 colors, including 1 AB and 2 fairy dust. And if you are interested, the total diamond count is 57,368. So here is that beautiful rendering there. I think it looks gorgeous. I love all the colors they've used in the fox's fur and even in the bird's tummy as well. Those look really beautiful. He looks so lifelike. So 1 AB and 2 fairy dust. The AB, I wonder if we would see it in a white. There's white highlights throughout this painting. Some of the, I'm going to call them snowflakes, I think is what they're supposed to be, coming down as well. Possibly could have some in it. I mean, they don't look super bright in the rendering, but you never know. But yeah, in like here where the fox's fur is kind of glowing, and then up here, maybe they could put some white ABs in there. I think the fairy dust, it would be very beautiful if they have it incorporated in the fox's fur and some of the oranges there. I do wonder if we would see 2 different colors, maybe in more of an orange and then more of a red fairy dust. I think that would look really pretty. Maybe even maybe one of the orange fairy dust and then maybe some in the white areas here that aren't quite glowing like an AB. Perhaps we would see that. I think that would be really pretty, but this painting is a nice size. I think it's going to work up fairly quickly. You probably have a lot of line blocking and you have small areas of color blocking. I like the background, like this gray area here and then here, so you can use your multiplacer through there. And then when you have hair like this, there's lots of line blocking, meaning you can use your multiplacer. So I think it will go through pretty quickly, and it's a gorgeous image. I love it. Next up, we have this beautiful artwork here. This one is titled Blue Aurora Falls by Paint with Josh. The sneak peeker is going to be Cara, the principal painter. It is going to measure 27.6 by 34.3 inches or 69.9 by 86.9 centimeters, so a little bit bigger. It is going to have square diamonds as well with 25 colors, including 2 ABs, 1 iridescent, and 1 fairy dust. The total diamond count, if you're interested, is 98,069. Here is that beautiful rendering there. Now, 2 ABs, 1 iridescent. Iridescent again is Diamond Art Club's crystals, and then 1 fairy dust. So the crystal, good question. Now they are experimenting with their special diamonds. They added an electro diamond into a winter image last week that I think is going to look very beautiful, but it's not somewhere that I would have thought an electro diamond would go. So a crystal in this image. Now, I honestly, I don't even know where to begin or where to guess. Would it be in the waterfall? I mean, the colors don't look like it would be, but perhaps maybe it would be there. Or maybe they've put it in these, I'm going to call them Northern Lights. I think that's what they're supposed to look like. Just more of a blue and purple color. Perhaps in there, that one's going to be a tough one to decide. And then there's 2 ABs. I do wonder if we would see a white AB and maybe a blue AB. And then the fairy dust. It could be blue or white. I'm kind of on the fence with that one. I think maybe it could even be purple because this middle color here is a purple. That would look good with some fairy dust as well. But this is a gorgeous image. I think it's going to work up beautifully. And it's going to have some pretty colors in it as well. A whole bunch of different shades. Again, just 25 colors, but we're going to see lots of whites and blues in this one, of course. Next up, here we have this image. This one is called Triad Guide by Sherry Gerhardt. I hope I said that right. The sneak peeker is going to be Nurse Rachel Crafts. It's going to measure 22 by 28 inches or 55.6 by 70.7 centimeters. That's a nice size. If you know me, you know that I like that size range. It's perfect for me. It's also going to have round diamonds. Oh, I like that. And 52 colors, including 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust. The total diamond count is 51,914. Here is that rendering. I like this image. I think it's pretty. I like the pops of purple. We've got an animal skull here, and then we've got a crow or a raven up top here with some crescent moons, and then the big full moon. Got some purple around there, some crystals and succulents as well. I think it's a gorgeous image. I think it's going to work up very nicely. 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust. Would we have a white AB? Maybe they could incorporate it into the moon. The purples are really standing out at me, but then I wonder if maybe some blue AB for the crystals? Or they have green crystals up here. I think that's the crystal there too. It might be a succulent. It's hard to tell on that angle. 4 fairy dust. Well, I'm going to say we'll have some purple fairy dust. I think that's a given. Maybe some of the green will have some fairy dust in it. Maybe in these blue crystals we'll have some fairy dust. I think they do have dark colors as well. It would look really pretty to put some fairy dust in the crow's feathers just to make them sheen really nicely. That's where I would put it at least, but I like this image. I'll probably add this one to my wish list. I don't know if I'm going to buy this week, but it'll definitely interest me with the size and the round diamonds, so it'll probably go on my wish list this week. Next up, we have this image. This one is titled Snow Fairy by Anne Stokes. The sneak peeker is going to be Mysteria Diamonds. It is measuring 27.6 by 35.8 inches or 69.9 by 90.9 centimeters. So this one's on the larger size. It's also going to have square diamonds with 53 colors, including 1 AB, 1 electro, and 2 fairy dust. The total diamond count is 102,565. Here is that rendering. Absolutely beautiful. Now, they're throwing another electro in here in a painting that I wouldn't think has electro diamonds. So where do you guys think they would put that? I think it would look kind of cool, maybe outlining her wings here in the blue color. I think that would look really pretty. I don't think we would see it in the snowflakes. The snowflakes are probably that AB, if I had to guess. And then some of the lighter kind of purpley blue colors in her wings would look really nice with a fairy dust as well. I wonder if they would add some fairy dust in the background too, or maybe it'll just be centered on her. Maybe some in her hair or in her dress that she is wearing. Lots of different shades that you could put a fairy dust. And I think a lot of areas in this painting, it would look really nice. But yeah, that electro is throwing me. Kate, you or whoever put the electro in here is making my mind turn. But if I thought of blinging this up with a metallic diamond, I think I would choose that deep blue purpley color in the outside of the wings. She is wearing some jewelry, however, but it's not something I would think an electro diamond goes. So based on last week and where they put it in that painting, I'm going to guess it's something like that. I can't wait to see, though, the actual sneak peek and see where they put that electro diamond. I always film my roundup before. Usually it's like at 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning. So none of the sneak peeks are up yet. But even if they are, I don't watch them until after I film the roundup because I want it just to be my guesses, right? And then it's always fun when you realize you guessed the right spot. Here is the next painting. This one is called I Will Leave the Light On by Miss Holly. Diamonds and Washi is going to be the sneak peeker for this one. 22 by 31 inches or 55.8 by 78.7 centimeters. Square diamonds with 62 colors, including 3 ABs, 2 fairy dust. It's going to have 70,784 diamonds. Let's look at the rendering here. There we go. Her artwork is so beautiful and it translates really well to diamond paintings, I think. The colors in this are absolutely gorgeous. All of the purples are stealing my heart. This one is definitely going on my wish list. Again, I don't think I'm going to buy this week. I'm trying to be better with spending, but I do love this image and I think it's going to be beautiful. 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust. For the ABs, where would we see those ABs? I wonder if we'd had some yellow in the back. I'm going to think it's a setting sun, I think. That would look really pretty if there was some in there. And then I'm just trying to look where else would be a good place for an AB. Maybe they would add white, though it looks like there's lots of grays in the snow instead of like a bright white. I was looking at the flowers in her hair might have some in there, but maybe that would be the fairy dust. This intricate design on her shawl would look really cool with some special diamonds in it as well. We've got little snowflakes up in the sky and then coming down kind of over her as well, or part of her shawl, the fuzzy lining here. So I wonder if we'd see a special diamond highlighting those areas. Her hair has some really light pink streaks. That would look really cool with a special diamond as well. And we can't forget the candle. There's probably some AB in this. You can kind of see it here, glowing circle with rays on the outside just to make that look like it's really glowing. I think that would be a good place for that. But look at her. She is just so beautiful. This is a gorgeous diamond painting. I can't wait to see the sneak peek. Again, we do have the names for the sneak peekers. I'm just not sure if they're all going to arrive in time. I think Diamond Art Club is back on track. At least it seems to be. I have a couple coming for either next week or the week after that should be here in time as well. So I think they're getting back on track with the sneak peeks arriving before the release. So we'll just have to wait and see which sneak peeks are posted Friday morning. This video will go up Friday afternoon. So again, I'll link all of the channels with the sneak peeks down below. You'll just have to find the actual video. Here is that next image. This one makes me think of Canada because we have killer whales on the island. This one is titled Van Gogh Never Saw Alaska by Aja Trier. I hope I said that right. The sneak peeker is going to be Shao Sontour. I'm sorry, I always struggle saying your YouTube name. 25.6 by 25.6 inches, so it's a perfect square, 65 by 65 centimeters. It is going to have square diamonds, which is a given with all of the detail in here. 57 colors, including 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust. The total diamond count is 68,121. Here is that rendering. So going to have square diamonds. It's going to be a very confetti heavy diamond painting, but if you look especially at the bottom, we have lots of horizontal line work, so they'll probably be able to use your multi-placer and get through that pretty quickly. When you come up to the swirls in the sky, that's where it'll be a little bit more confetti. I did work on a painting by this artist, and I did get up into, I started in the bottom corner, I think, and I did get up into the swirls, and even in the swirls, I was still able to use a 4-placer, so I did think it went by fairly quickly. It wasn't as bad as I thought it might be, and I only say that because I'm somebody who prefers multi-placing and not color blocking. I like a good mix, but I don't like the single placing confetti, so I was pleasantly surprised when I worked on a kit by this artist that I was still able to use my multi-placer even through the sky. So that was a positive for me. 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust. I don't know, I always guess a white AB. 1 for 1 is one of the most common ABs. We can have some in the water down here and then some in the killer whale. I wonder if the yellow will have some ABs. It's just really popping out at me, especially up in the top here. For fairy dust, I wonder, I'm seeing lots of purple. I think that would look good. Of course, that's my favorite color with some special diamonds. I think the setting sun sky here will look really pretty with some bling in it, like the reds, maybe even the yellows too, if it's not an AB. Lots of blue as well. I wonder if we'll see some shade of blue as a fairy dust as well. I think for this kind of diamond painting, the specials are going to be sprinkled pretty evenly throughout, and it's just going to be a gorgeous diamond painting. I honestly, because this makes me think of Canada, I am going to add this one onto my wish list as well. I love all of the beautiful colors. Got lots of purple in it too. It's a nice size, again, 65 by 65 centimeters. So I think that would be a joy to work on as well. Next up, we have another Randall Spangler. This one is called Counting with the Draglings. Miss Coffee is going to have the sneak peek of this. It's going to measure 27.6 by 35.8 inches or 69.9 by 90.9 centimeters. So this one is a large one. It is going to have square diamonds with 61 colors, including 2 ABs and 4 fairy dust. The total diamond count will be 102,565. Here is that rendering. Looks really close to the original artwork. They did a great job. This would be an awesome painting for a child's room or a school classroom even, especially for primary grades where they're learning the numbers, and then you got the cute little draglings with them as well. Of course, me being me, I love all the pops of purple in this painting as well. 2 ABs, and 4 fairy dust. This kind of painting, I think they're going to be sprinkled in pretty consistently. I wonder if we'd have a green AB. Maybe. What other color? Trying to see what pops out at me as an AB. Nothing really, but there is a lot of purple, so maybe in that color. I really need to get into my Spangler stash and work on some of his paintings so I know where they put those special diamonds. Hopefully I'll be able to see Miss Coffee sneak peek as well. That's the nice thing about looking at the sneak peeks. You'll get to see exactly where those specials are placed. For fairy dust is probably going to be obviously a mix of colors, maybe some purples, some greens, some yellows. This blue looks really pretty as well, or maybe some of the white in some of the designs would be a white fairy dust. That would look really cool too. Very cute artwork. Lastly, we have this image. This one is called Welcoming the New Year by Bonnie White. The sneak peekers for this one are going to be Izzy Painting Diamonds and Xiao Son Tour. Izzy Painting Diamonds, I believe, is Spanish speaking, and Xiao Son Tour is German speaking. It is going to be 35.4 by 27.6 inches or 89.9 by 69.9 centimeters. It's going to have square diamonds with 72 colors, including 1 AB, 5 fairy dust. The total diamond count is 101,441. Here is that original artwork. I'm going to guess the AB is going to be in a white. It would look really pretty in all those beautiful snowflakes throughout the whole painting. I believe this painting is going to have quite a bit of confetti in it, but you still got some line blocking in some of the houses and that. The 5 fairy dust are probably going to be sprinkled throughout. I wonder if we would see some in the glowing of the windows just to make them look like they are glowing. I wonder if we'd have some of the snow color, so whether it's a white or some of that grayy bluey color as a fairy dust. I wonder where else would it be? Maybe some in the moon as well, maybe some in the clouds. It'll probably be sprinkled. They probably will be sprinkled throughout, so it looks very cohesive and sparkly as a whole picture. So those were all of the images that are going to be releasing tomorrow, Saturday, October 19th. They are going to be releasing at the usual times, which are 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 a.m. Mountain, 11:30 a.m. Central, and 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Diamond and Ruby Rewards tier do get 30 minutes early access, so at the top of the hour, all you have to do is sign into your Diamond Art Club account, and you will have access to those VIP releases. Sometimes images can sell out in VIP release, and if that happens, just wait till general release and be prepared because they do hold stock back for general release. Sometimes it does go faster in general release if it's sold out in VIP. However, that just depends how many copies they've made and how popular they've guessed an image is going to be. If a painting sells out in both of those releases, sign up for email notifications. Sometimes they do have an extra kit or a canceled order, and they do put that through, and you will get an email notification pretty soon after release. If that happens, you have to be very quick because it will go very fast. Otherwise, restocks usually take 3 to 6 months. It depends on many, many factors. If an image sells out fast, sometimes they do fast track that restock as well. Again, I will have all of the Sneak Peekers channels linked in the video description so you can find those easily. Let me know what diamond paintings you are thinking of picking up this week, or if you're adding anything to your wish list. If you made it to the end of this video, leave me a diamond emoji. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel and you haven't yet subscribed, I would love to have you. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free to do so. You can also click the notification bell to be notified every time I post a video. I try and stick to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, Friday being the new release roundups at Diamond Art Club. You can also join channel memberships if that is something that interests you. There is a link in the video description as well. Otherwise, happy shopping tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye!